Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, I want to go talk about something a little bit more on the more YouTube-centric type side of my channel, mainly because a lot of these types of things are usually fun to go and talk about. Because if you guys have missed it or have just not seen it, there's quite a few different big popular YouTube channels who I sometimes browse into myself, and they've actually done one of the weirdest and strangest collaborations that did somehow strangely work. Although at the end of the day, it doesn't really seem like it'll pay off that big. And I'm going to talk more about this in regards to the Mrbeast video, where if you guys somehow don't know about him, you must be living underneath a rock, but if not, that's totally okay. I'm just one of the bigger YouTubers out there. I actually went and donated and gifted out a video to someone else that they just didn't want to go and upload themselves. And I want to go talk about the actual stats, the revenue, if it was cool, good idea, concept, and kind of my overall thoughts on it. Because it is a very, very nifty way, number one, cross promotion, but also number two, something that we don't usually see happen too much on the YouTube verse. Typically because if someone is literally making a video, they usually want to just upload on their own channel, especially when they have like 7 other different channels or so. So let's talk about it. Let's go talk analytics. Let's go talk about what even happened in the first place. And well, I just think it's kind of a fun story to go talk about. So in case you guys missed it, there's this YouTuber called Ludwig, who was one of the OG Twitch boyos from back in the day, who's now like a pretty primarily YouTube streamer and also YouTube video uploader. And they had a chance to go and fly out at some point to go and hang out and do a Mrbeast video. Now, as you guys can probably go and see in the actual algorithm in the channel itself, they have the video right here with good old Mrbeast dropping with 4 million views, which is definitely nothing to go and scuff at, although typically a lot of the channel will pull off around like, let's say, a 1 million average or so, give or take. But for this, obviously, this is a Mrbeast video, and if you guys are not familiar with Mrbeast, obviously, his videos will pull tens of millions of views in just the first even day alone, and just also celebrated up 100 million subscribers on the channel itself. So with this is a very peculiar thing, because if you guys look at the video overall, it only has the Ludwig guy in it for about 3 to 5 seconds. And then on top of the rest of it, the video is just purely a Mrbeast video, which obviously he was also in a few segments of it, but maybe about, let's say, 3% of the video, if even that. I'm gonna let him go take it away really quickly right here. And that's it. And then it literally just goes and segues fully into a pure Mrbeast video right afterwards. So it's not even like anything like in a purely like, oh, like there's a commentary over it, there's a voice over it, like how I'm doing, or oh, this was my experience, this is the plot. No, it was just purely 100% just a Mrbeast video with like the editing already done. There is also even a pure sponsor, which is also one of the weirder and stranger things too out there. I think it was for Cash App, and it was just intermixed throughout the video. And I don't think this actual video itself on Ludwig's channel, I think even was a sponsored thing. Like there wasn't like any brand deal, sponsorship kind of intermixed with it at all. It was literally just a pure video that was just purely uploaded, and it's just entirely on the channel. Like, I'm not exaggerating. This is literally just a pure Mrbeast video. And as well, this is an overachiever for the channel itself. It's sitting at 4 million views right now. And I do want to say, I think they've been having their own personal bets to see if it ever will be one of the more popular videos out there. But as of right now, the most popular video is a 5.1 million view video from a year ago. This was 4 days ago, already at 4 million views. So, probably almost without a doubt, based on how the YouTube algorithm works, this will probably end up being a #1 video on the channel itself. So they spent $1 million, Mrbeast himself, and basically got nothing out of it besides now people talking about it in kind of a somewhat goofy way. And now if you're a YouTuber with 100 million subs, you don't really necessarily need to have the promotion of another YouTuber at 3 million. Although it is kind of nice too, because some of these subs may not already be subscribed to them or may not be familiar with the brand. Totally normal, and as well also does kind of give like a brand new extra video that'll probably be a funny story that'll be told forever. But at the end of the day, Mrbeast kind of did a really weird, strange call with it. And a big thing on this is they also had a chance to go and discuss the actual numbers and analytics for the video itself. So as you guys can go do this, we'll maybe just do a quick little pause on this one. You guys can go and see. And obviously, as you guys can see, the views have doubled since then. So we could probably safely assume that with 4 million views over, like, doubling what they have right here, you can kind of look at the estimated revenue, which is at 3.8 thousand. let's just maybe round it up a little bit more, because, well, just obviously as time goes on, you get double the views. Let's just maybe put like a nice, easy $8,000 off the revenue, and let's maybe say 15,000 subscribers, because, you know, it's just timesing it by 2. Might be a little bit more, might be a little bit less, it was on trending, it can kind of go either way. So this is all just actually just him talking about his channel itself. I'm one of those YouTubers. If you guys ever ask me to, like, if you guys want to look at my numbers, stats, Twitch stats, sponsorship stats, whatever, I'm one of those people I never mind just showing you guys. Not a big deal for me. Because, I mean, I know people get curious either way. But you guys can see this just straight diagonal line of just pure viewership coming on in, and I'm sure this trend's going to keep on pushing more and more. Because with the Mrbeast video, it clearly has better average click-through rate, because you, well, look through the actual thumbnail itself, and you can literally go and see Mrbeast, and obviously a lot of, you know, people on YouTube like to watch him. He has 100 million subs. Makes sense. They'd be like, they might even just click on it in passing and be like, oh, here's a brand new video, I just missed it. Maybe it went up like, you know, 4 hours ago instead of 4 days ago at 4 million views. That makes sense. Cool, I'll click on it. And then at the top of this, you guys can see the numbers and viewership for it. I've been pretty good. Now, is this like a channel changing type video for Ludwig? I would say no, but any type of big major burst, we can get like an extra 20,000 subscribers, and as well kind of somewhat say consistently in an evergreen video. So let's say another 6 months from now, year from now, this video still might be getting brand new views, which is a big thing to go and note. Like if you can get these, if this video can get views for the next 5 years, over time, you're gonna be making more money. Now, from I think the deal itself from it, which is kind of intriguing, like would you guys yourselves as YouTubers ever go do this? I do think all the money is supposed to be going to Mrbeast. So I think Ludwig more so just gets like the nice video, gets extra subscribers, and gets to brag about being the channel, but make, you know, a secondary YouTube video on it, or even stuff like this. Like this is a quote, like on his clips channel. So like he obviously just got 300,000 views on a clips video. Like this gonna get more subs, more views over time. Like it's probably a pretty worthwhile investment for only having to go and do a flight. Like if you could somehow as a YouTuber make like 5 YouTube videos off of spending like 2 days of work, especially if a YouTuber of a bigger size, you're pretty much going to get some good money, good returns, and as well, probably new subscribers, and kind of get like an easy content day, especially if you factor in bigger YouTubers like a Mrbeast that get some pretty big pull. So it's very intriguing because I think the deal itself was just like, hey, I flew out there, you're going to scrap the video anyway, can I just go and upload it? And they're like, sure, why not? Which kind of leads into a more intriguing part, because as you guys know, Mrbeast has like 7 channels, even has a philanthropy channel where every ad goes towards charity. So you kind of think of like, why would he just not, if he already spent $1 million on the video, why would he not himself just go and basically upload that on like a philanthropy channel and get easy random views and ads? Surprisingly enough. There's always been a big thing is a lot of people notice that the Mrbeast guy likes to cancel YouTube videos and just not upload them, which is kind of still somewhat weird, especially if you drop $1 million on it and you're trying to make the video as best as possible. But this is a very peculiar way to go do some cross-promotion. Mainly because with a channel with 3 million subs, you can still tell it's a massive overperformer, because getting 4 million subscribers on a video like that, or 4 million views on that and all the new subscribers, is probably worthwhile at the end of the day. And it is, as I mentioned too, a full-on Mrbeast video. So I mentioned too, I think this is even a sponsor that they try to throw in here too, that was just literally just never done. Like they just literally just never finalized the contract and upload the video itself. And it was still kind of a nifty, okay video. On the Mrbeast standard, I'd probably say this was not one of the better ones too. If this was on a main channel, I'd be like, it's not too bad, but probably still a better standard than like 99% of almost anyone up on YouTube. So what do you guys think on this? Is this like a smart, random, weird scheme that we might start seeing even more of this on? Is this just kind of like a weird, funny idea that they're just like, well, over drinks, why not? Let's go try it out and see. Do we like it? Do we dislike it? Is it dumb? Is it weird? Is it strange? Is it going to even work at the end of the day? And at the end of the day, I do think Ludwig kind of got a good deal. Mainly because he got to go upload a free Mrbeast video. Like I said, though, he's not going to get any of the money for it. But at the end of the day, if you can have a random YouTube video getting 4 million views and it's probably going to get more views over time, that's probably a worthwhile asset to have on your channel itself. Plus, like I said, it's also kind of a funny story to go and get to go tell people as time goes on. So yeah, it's kind of an intriguing thing. A lot of the comments too as well were absolutely hilarious saying this too as well. Saying glad to see Ludwig finally taking his time and making higher quality content too as well. The fact that the Mrbeast video wasn't even good enough to even post is crazy too as well. And basically Ludwig finding the secret of the YouTube algorithm too. But it's kind of intriguing because I myself, if I spent $1 million on a YouTube video, that video is videos getting uploaded no matter what on one of my channels, no matter, because I got so many of them in the first place. If you're Mrbeast, you get like 7 of them. So I don't know. It's a very nifty, funny story, and it's kind of cool how, well, someone just made a few $1,000 and 1,000 more subs and got one of their most viewed videos just from a weird pocket agreement. So give me your thoughts, go subscribe, and yeah, just if you guys, if you guys are like these types of videos, leave a comment down below and let me know. The Twitter and Twitch room down below if you guys want to follow, and all the other various links. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching in the first place.